So top of the morning to you, what is growing on? I haven't picked up this camera in what feels like months. It's been at least a month since I went to visit Jim. We're coming towards the end of September. It's almost October. It's actually a little bit cooler in the air. I know you guys must be enjoying this whole Maine trip. I've also been seeing some comments. I want to see some of your jobs. I want to see some of the farm again. And just so y'all know, man, I just had to take a little bit of a break, a social media detox here over the last 30 days. I haven't been spending much time on TikTok or Instagram, Facebook. I really just limited my time to all of that. We actually, after I came back from my trip to Maine, maybe about a week and a half, 2 weeks later, we all came down with the coronavirus. We all had to quarantine for a little while. We think my little man brought it home from school. Luckily, no one ended up in the hospital. My wife ended up, giving us a slew of herbs and vitamins and just really good food, and probably got over it within a week, but kind of took that 2 weeks off to just kind of reset. So I'm out in the market garden. I'm getting ready to show you guys what is going on with this greenhouse. So we have been working on this. I don't have it finished yet because I'm still waiting on some materials. It's really hard to get stuff. Piping, heads, I can't even tell you. There's still a shortage of everything. It seems like some things are even getting a little bit worse. So greenhouse is finally done. You guys, this greenhouse doesn't even compare to my other greenhouse. They are night and day as far as quality, the way they were built. Obviously they were built by professionals, so I'm sure that makes a big difference, but just a really high quality house. I'm super happy with this thing. Big thing about this house, I've got all my breeders in here. So by breeders, I mean all my specialty Japoticaba. And we have had a couple of incidents where something's gotten in the greenhouse and it's eaten fruit. Because this greenhouse closes up so nicely, it allows me to protect the fruit. So every night when the girls leave or on the weekends, we shut it in the evening, open it back up in the morning, usually let some airflow in. We don't get those squirrels, raccoons, whatever they may be in there during the day. It seems to be a nighttime thing. So for right now, I've got 4 lines of drip going in out here. We've only got maybe 3 of them halfway done, and we've got 6 or 7 different varieties of our clumping bamboo. We do the black, we do the chungy eye, we do the angel mist, we do the Asian lemon, we do the graceful, we do the sea breeze, and we do the old hammy eye here. So, and when I say we do those, we don't actually grow those in-house, but we carry those varieties. I also grow those varieties here on the farm. Something I'm gonna tell you guys is, every time we do a nursery expansion, we get a little better, we learn a little more. This one is by far the best job I've seen done, or we've done yet, on this cabling system. These things are just super, super tight. I ended up going with the 1/4-inch aircraft cable, 12-inch turnbuckles, you can see. So if this loosens up, I've got a lot of room to play to tighten this up. And then we put a second wire with another turnbuckle with a 4-foot deep anchor in the ground to hold the pole straight. So the poles are on a slight angle. That allows us to adjust the poles. This allows us to adjust the line. I'm gonna tell you guys right now, probably a little bit overkill. What I didn't like was when we ran the cable through the pole down to the ground, it's really started to cut down into the cable. Probably could have done the same thing again, but with more of a sleeve. So yeah, drip lines in place. That's that Asian lemon. That's the old hams. And you guys want to see what's going on in here, because this is probably the most exciting part. Now, just so you guys know, I have 3 wells on this property. On our main piece, our original half, I've got 2. I've got 1 on the new property in the back. This well is probably my nastiest well, though. The water has a little bit of a sulfur iron smell to it. The water's not high quality over here. But with that being said, anything that I'm putting on this well is going to be going right into the root zone. Haven't had any kind of negative effect when we're watering in the root zone. It's when we're trying to use that stuff in a nursery or with the overhead irrigation. So could use a water filtration system, but because of the way we're using this water in here, I don't quite need it. I've got a lot of room to add stuff in here. I mean, you could see I've got a Garcinia here, mostly all of my breeders. So you guys, my red Japoticabas literally have not stopped fruiting. Every one of these trees hold fruit. That's why I said these are my breeders. These are my babies. This is our continuous supply of fruit, seeds. Every tree I look at in here has fruit on them right now, or flowers. So super exciting to be able to come in here. I think the girls probably pick a full gallon of fruit every day. I can't keep up with eating that stuff. They're eating it. They're taking the seed. They're replanting it. I eat what I can, but we definitely share around here. So the reds are just phenomenal. And what you can see really nice out here on the outside of this greenhouse, there's even a heavy duty screen. Like I said, the birds can't get in. You know, we're not getting a lot of pest pressure, which is a big difference. Every one of these Japodicabas have fruit on them. And then as we get down here, we get into the, you know, the Novak cauliflora. We've got some whites, we've got some ESQs, lots of different varieties kind of mixed into this area. I even got some of my Eugenias. There's a Patomba, I believe, what is this big guy? What is this? Otto Anderson. I believe this is another big red. We've got a white. This is a double grafted Novak Scarlet Patrantha. Got some weird ones that we've picked up over the years that nobody knows what they are. This is one in particular. These are just some yellows here in the back. Patangatuba. Over here on this side, I've got a lot of my Grimmels. So these are all Grimmels kind of maxed out in this corner. Another Grimmel here. This is a Eugenia stepatata. Another big red there in the back. And I mentioned I had another weird one. This is it right here. Got these from a friend down in Miami. Not quite sure what they are. I've showed them to some friends. Nobody really knows. They have some interesting new growth on them. And I believe one of them is flowering, so I really got to get in there with the camera and kind of look around and show you. I believe this is the dwarf Grimmichama, maybe. Another nice Grimmel. This one is grafted, so this one should fruit a lot faster. Another Grimmel here. And fruit for days. Whoa. So red Japodicabas. That is something I could see myself adding. Regularly having seeds available of the red Japodicaba, maybe even starting to ship some fruit as these trees even get bigger and more productive. So they're already doing really well. You know, certain things like this tree right here behind me and the Patangatuba where I came in had been in a shade area, had some vines growing over it. So need to come in here, need to do some pruning. Probably could use to give these guys a little bit of a fertilizer love, but lots of room to add more plants on drip. I mean, look at all of these Japodicabas, guys. Whoa. So life is good here in Japodicaba land. What? So what in the Japodicaba is growing on? Looking good. Another Grimmichama, another Patangatuba, another Eugenia stepatata, another Patomba, and this is a Polina edulis. This is a Kombuka. I've heard the fruits aren't so great on these. The trees are, you know, kind of hard to come by. Definitely kind of unique. Also have that shedding off the bark. Really cool looking tree. Oh, another pile of fruit. Whoa. So new greenhouse finally in place. We've already been fighting the ants a little bit in here. You can see I've got the ant station set up. Seems to have already helped within the last week or two. Look at all this fruit. Stop it. So super heavy duty weed mat down in here again. You can see we're using the smaller line this time. And what I'm having a hard time getting is more of these maxi jet emitters that actually go in the pots. Definitely need to get some more of those. I ran 2 emitters to every pot in here. This way if one clogs up or if we have a problem, there's always that backup. Especially on these big kind of breeders, the bad boys, my specialty trees. Last thing I want is one of these heads to clog up, one of these trees to dry out. Somebody misses it for a couple of days and we lose one. So we've got backups on every one of those, and we're gonna put backups on every one of these in the front. And what I like about these new heads compared to the old 1/4-inch lines, I'm able to get more per zone. So I could probably put like 80 to 100 3-gallons per zone. You know, compared to the other ones where I might be able to get 40 because of the flow. So on this end of the greenhouse, we're on the north end. I ended up making a couple of beds here. We just put some temporary weed mat there because you could see the nut sedge was already coming in and taking over. This is going to be a graceful bamboo on either end. Hide the greenhouse from the road a little bit. Make it a little bit more aesthetically pleasing over here. But as you guys can see, got lots of room to add more bamboo out here. Might put some avocados out here. Really anything that wants drip irrigation, doesn't want to be watered from the leaves, will end up in this zone. Mulberry wall, about ready to be pruned again. And things are looking really good. So big things I like about the new greenhouse, the poly Plastic on the end walls, I like that a lot better than the other plastic. I really like these sliding doors. Guys, this thing's built, like I said, 10 times better than the other one. I couldn't believe the construction that went into this. Had some guys build it out of Orlando. I'll try to put a link down in the description for the greenhouse builders. One thing I will say is, if I could do it all over again, I probably would not purchase the greenhouse from the same company. They upsold me on some things that I definitely didn't need, like the gutters. Probably could have got away without that. Electric roll-up sides. I don't know how we got that slid in there. I have to get some power out here, some batteries, and a plug, because these sidewalls actually go up mechanically. There's motors in each end. Really, really cool. And there's actually temperature gauges that hook up to those motors, so if I had full-time power out here, they'll actually open and close on their own when they hit a certain temperature. So you set them for 85 degrees. Every time it hits 85 degrees, they open up. Every time it comes below, they shut back down to keep that warmth in. So definitely really cool. You can see really nice galvanized sides on here, and those motors are actually up in there. I believe there was a power wire tucked in here somewhere that we got to get wired in. So big side curtains on this thing, and it's looking pretty good. So it has been an awesome summer here in Florida. We just got done with eating a bunch of sugar apples that have been coming off the trees. Bananas have been going crazy. Star fruit don't ever stop. What else has been growing on? Obviously, japoticabas don't stop. We just got done doing avocados around here. So I know I am due for a farm tour. I'll do one of those videos probably next week for you guys. Show you what's going on, show you what's new. We did just add a Sarcopia over here. I did just add a red japoticaba. I've had a little bit of time for my own farm that came in unexpected. We've been getting some crazy rains. Actually just calmed down in the last week, but I've got job sites that are underwater right now. We end up just making more mess than we do good. So had some time, had some fill-in time, chopped back to Centropic. That was kind of around the time of when I had the corona. Didn't feel like picking up the camera. I'm gonna do another update on that when Jim gets here. So thinking about even racing him. BCS versus Scythe, see who cuts it faster. I don't know what you guys think about that. Drop that in the comments down below. But only a couple weeks from Jim being back in Florida, so farm update coming soon, some tropic update coming soon. I'm going to get over there and make you guys a little bit of a nursery update, because we have been expanding. But quick short video today. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Greenhouse is finally done. We'll be definitely making some videos here through the winter, so stay tuned. If you guys enjoyed this quick video, be sure to hit that like button. Most importantly, get out there and pound some dirt.